Hello and welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. I'm Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and today I have a special guest with us. This is my friend Lynn Cook. She is with Intentional Foundations, and today we are going to be talking about how you can dream big and find freedom from some of those self-limiting thoughts so that you can really just expand what it is that you're capable of doing and get all those things done that you're wanting to get done. So I'm going to turn things over to Lynn. She's going to give us a little bit of an intro, and then I'm going to come back and talk about some Tula 12 products to help you dream big. So Lynn.
Good day, everyone. Hey, like Teresa said, my name is Lynn Cook. I actually run Intentional Foundations online. I am a partner with a company called Life Leadership. So we focus on educational materials for personal and professional development. And our biggest focus is financial literacy and financial freedom. But before you can make any changes in your life, you kind of need to focus on what your why is. You need to know the reason behind why you're wanting to make changes. And it could be a huge dream, something that you've always wanted to achieve, or it could also be a dread. It could be something that you just absolutely don't want to ever experience again, or you want to avoid. And Carl Sandburg says, nothing happens but first the dream. So we always focus on the dream first, trying to think of the positive. And when making those lasting changes, we're going to be motivated by one of those, either the dream or the dread. Dreams are achieved by coming from smaller goals. And then those smaller goals are achieved by creating daily productive habits. So you need to decide what you want or what you want to avoid, and then break it down to the point where you're looking at daily habits that you can focus on creating and putting into your life on a regular basis as well. So Teresa and I collaborated because of what I do and also the resources that she offers to make sure that you have the resources and the trackers and the items that you need to achieve those goals. Because I can give you the education, but then she also has some extra tools that helps you keep track of where you're at in your progress as well. So some of the inserts for Tula 12, Teresa's going to talk about to help you with those goals and habits.
Okay, so she talked about really first deciding, what your dream or your dread is, right? So the first insert I'm going to show you is reach your goals, okay? And this is in our new kaleidoscope cover. But this is where you're going to put your big dream, and then you're going to talk about the smaller things that you need to do to actually get there, and then you can even write down the individual steps. So this is going to help you break that big dream down into some smaller buckets, and then the individual tasks that you need to do to get where it is that you're going. Okay, so this is Reach Your Goals. You can find this on theblendedmama.net, and there should be a shopping link for you to go and look at these. But this is Reach Your Goals. And the other one is really, and it's one of my favorite things, is habit stacking, right? And I know that you're going to talk about it. But if you are working to develop new habits, which we all have to do to really reach our goals, right? Because you're having to learn something new. And when you're learning something new and you're trying to implement it, it doesn't come naturally. So that's where habit trackers can really come into play. So this is the Goals and Habits Tracker. And this is a monthly tracker. So you have one set of pages for each month. So what you're going to do is write your goals and notes over here. You have weekly habits that you want to track. It just makes it easier. So maybe it's not something that you do every day, but maybe it's something that you do every week. So you're going to write the habit here and then easily check it off each week that you do it during the month. And then you can have, I think it's eight or 10 daily habits that you can list across the top. And it's already numbered 1 to 31, so for the whole month. And then you're just checking a box. So it makes it easy for you to track whether you're doing the things that you know that you need to do to get you towards your goal. Okay, and then Lynn is going to talk about some resources. And she has one of my favorite books over here. It's called Atomic Habits. Can you talk about this one first? Because it really is my favorite. So this will talk about habit stacking, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm the one that does more of the education, and then I have some of the tools, but Teresa has some of the resources with Tula 12 as well. So the company that I represent, we're focused on education. We're focused on the mindset, and you can take a lot of action But if you don't also change your mindset, if you're not focused on changing that and flushing out the negative and getting the positive put in and learning the techniques and tools that you need to make those habits stick and not just be once in a while and you try and you keep failing and try and fail. You want to build them up to the fact that they are, stacking them to the point where you're hitting your goals, and then you go on further and you hit your dreams as well. And you just have to do that day by day. And it isn't, if you look at only the goals or the dreams, then you're going to get overwhelmed because it's going to seem impossible. You have to break it down into little steps. So some of the books that are recommended, Teresa already mentioned it, Atomic Habits. This is the one that she has read and highly recommends. I will be honest, I'm in the middle of it.
Well, and I like it because you start with implementing a new habit on top of things you're already doing. So it makes it easier for you to remember, oh, I'm doing this thing that I already do. And I also need to do this new thing. And it helps it become a little more natural and second nature to do the thing, right? When it's not necessarily second nature to start with.
Very much so. Atomic Habits is by James Clear. That is available on any website, Barnes & Noble or Amazon. Another one, a book that's very similar in concept to that, and is one that I read first, was called The Slight Edge. I'm having a hard time with the camera.
That's all right. Here, actually, I'll do it. So it's by Jeff Olson. I haven't read this one yet. So if this is similar to Atomic Habits, then I probably
very
need to
similar
read
concept.
it.
It's just you're focusing on step by step, just adding something every single day, and you're just increasing yourself or improving yourself every single day in small steps, in small increments, instead of looking at the big picture. You've broken it down again too. So that is also available Amazon or Barnes & Noble, any type of bookstore where you can order as well. A couple of other books that are actually available on the Life Leadership website. So it's lifeleadership.com, and then I'll give you the code for myself to set up as a customer. And a couple other items just to get your mindset, get your mind switched as well. And I highly recommend is The Magic of Thinking Big. This is an amazing book. It's highly recommended by our top leaders. And it's all about the mindset and getting yourself out of your own limiting beliefs as well. Another one, if you just need a motivational story, if you really need to hear about someone else who's made it, who's made a difference. And if you look at this couple, this is actually a couple that I mentor with, and their story is absolutely amazing. If you looked at them 10, 15 years ago, it was a auto mechanic who could not even talk to people, and a daycare provider, and she was only a daycare provider so that she could stay at home with her kids. It was not someone who made a lot of money. They didn't have any influence in their community. I mean, he wouldn't even make his own haircut appointments. That's how shy, that's how lacking in confidence he had. And now he is one of the top leaders in our community. He's teaching all over the world. And this is an amazing story of how he's overcome that. And it's called Swing. And it's by Dan Hawkins. Like I said, he's one of my personal mentors, and an amazing story of just overcoming and finding that confidence to change your mindset and to go after your dreams instead of just settling for what you have, and just that's the dream and that's it.
Okay, so if people are wanting more information on these books or some of the other leadership opportunities that you offer, where can they find you?
I am available on a Facebook through Intentional Foundations. That is my business page. You can also email me. My email is financiallyfree138@gmail.com. You can message me either way.
Okay. And then on the Life Leadership app, how do they find you? You said you would give them the code, or do you need to do that through email?
Yes, the physical books are through our website, and I will attach the link, my personal website, but it's lifeleadership.com if you're wanting general information. But like I said, I'll attach the link. We also do have a app, so you do have digital access if you prefer digital versus physical access to these books. And that is something that I can give you a link for. It does have to be sent via text message, so you just have to message me and I can send that to you.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Lynn. I really appreciated it. And if you guys have more questions, you can find me on theblendedmama.net. There should be a place for you to email me, okay? And we will see you next time on Coordinating Your Chaos.